All right, so what we are going to demonstrate here today is SDR to HDR transition. SDR stands for Standard Dynamic Range. When we go to a low light area, when we are shooting pictures where the contrast is reduced, we try to enhance those through the high dynamic range. This particular demo is going to show you how we are doing it pixel by pixel at real time within the 16.6 millisecond time frame in 4K P60, and we are able to do it from SDR to HDR conversion. All pixels will be converted and you will get to see a high dynamic range on the picture out here.
Because actually most of the content out there is SDR.
Yes.
And you are able to kind of like magically turn it into HDR.
That is correct. That is correct. You know, these kind of things, there exist third-party applications which can do this, but here we are using one of our partners' model which uses this. And in addition to this, we can also use one of our super resolution models which is doing a 4K transition. So let me ask my friend here, what we are seeing right now on the video is SDR content, okay? Now let's switch to HDR and you will be able to see the dynamic contrast. See how the contrast is so dynamic, and look at the elevation on the faces. Look at the way the contrast changes immediately. Let's switch it back. Wait for some time.
So is this market leading performance in SDR to HDR?
Yes, it is. The fact of the matter is that we are doing it in real time within 16.6 milliseconds. That itself is market leading.
So you can take all the content in the world.
You can take any SDR content and convert that into an HDR content. Yes.
Any TV channel you're watching, you go in between and you make it HDR.
You can get you can get some content that is there in YouTube and other places which are running and the low resolution, the standard definition, standard dynamic range. You press a button and this thing knows how to do that using AI, pixel by pixel, AI only. It's not like no gimmicks going on here.
Even the most affordable TVs now have HDR, so you can take advantage of them, and even affordable TVs can have amazing quality.
Absolutely.
Because of this.
That is exactly what we are planning to do. There is a lot of content all over the world which are shot in older versions, SDR content. We can immediately convert that into a high definition, high dynamic range content. And you will see the difference. The difference is stark. Immediately you will see the contrast is such, specific areas are big. The contrast is huge. And this is like going to enhance the user's visual experience. In addition to this, we also have a standard definition to a 4K enhancement, what we internally call super resolution. If I put the two together, if I put SDR to HDR transition and the 4K super resolution together, you are getting, with crappy content, whatever is coming in, you are looking at it in high dynamic range 4K. So we have given you a cinematic experience within your home. Cinematic experience within your home with very crappy content to begin with.
In my country, in Switzerland, the TV news is still 720p.
Yeah.
And it's SDR. You're helping these guys out. You're upscaling to them 4K and you're making them HDR. They don't even need to buy new equipment.
They don't need to. We will set it up. Of course, the TV needs to display 4K too, of course. That's a different thing. Yeah.
And
yeah.
I guess the model can keep getting improved, I guess, because how do you figure out that this is a king and what you need to... we
don't need to figure out if this is a king. We don't need to figure. We are figuring out pixel by pixel. We're looking at each pixel. There are 4K resolution has so many pixels going on, right? 3920 by 1980. Okay, so many pixels. We are analyzing it pixel by pixel, looking at it, doing the transition in pixel, and launching the whole thing.
It's important. It doesn't look fake. It needs to look like really HDR.
It is. It does not look fake. You can look at the transition and you can definitely figure that out. Wherever, now we have gone back. Meet. Look at that transition. Look at that transition. You will see the details of that sword that he was hitting. You could see the details of the sword in minute pixel level details. You can see that. when this is running.
You can rediscover all the movies collection that you have
You
and watch
can.
them in better quality finally.
Absolutely. You can have low resolution movies in your setup, and you can put that through this thing, and it can do a 4K enhancement. It will do an SDR to HDR conversion.
And you can save a lot of bandwidth for all the service providers.
Absolutely.
The Netflix is such a low bit rate. You make it look better.
Yes. You know, some of these, they do adaptive streaming and other things on the OTT platforms. But you know, you could have your very low resolution handycam videos that you took of your kids when they were really young. Put that in through this process, and you will get a 4K cinematic experience with high definition and dynamic range.
And this is on the market now. What could be better in the future with the next gen?
Well,
is there anything you can do better about this?
Resolution will keep increasing. You know, we will try to see if we can even enhance the frequency of our operations, that we can go to maybe 8K resolution going forward. We can support newer video codecs. That's going
and there's HDR 1000, HDR 2000. You want to get the bright scenes even brighter. When people have more performant, more brighter HDR displays.
Yes. All you know, those kind of things are in the pipeline right now. But you know, we'll come and talk about it in our other picture enhancement discussions that we're having in our future solutions. Our future roadmap solutions are coming back. Yeah.